So in this video, we are going to have a presentation on safety and pollution control in chemical engineering. Okay, so starting with the first part, safety. Introduction to safety and pollution control in chemical engineering. So chemical engineering deals with a lot of processes and process controls and stuff like that. So there is a lot of products that are released in byproducts that are released in various reactions and the complex reactions that chemical engineers oversee. And so we like to know some importance of safety and pollution control in chemical engineering processes. Okay, so one, we have protecting human life. We all know that um, trying to prevent or preventing the um, production of hazardous substances prevents helps to curb the spread of diseases that are related to those harmful substances. So, for example, harmful gases that are released can cause various respiratory diseases and disorders. So, when we um, take we control our pollution, we can protect human life. Okay, so we have second important, that's preserving the environment. So we have the environment entails the air, water, and land. So and then the atmosphere as well. So we don't want to destroy the ozone layer. We don't want to destroy. We shouldn't destroy the water bodies and then our land. So that's also part of it. And then promoting sustainability. We minimize by minimizing waste and emissions. Chemical engineering practices contribute to sustainable goals, to sustainability goals. This involves reducing resource consumption, minimizing environmental impact, and ensuring responsible operations for future generations. Engineering controls for safety and pollution prevention. So various ways that we control pollution and then we try and increase safety by process modification. One, uh, how we used to do things in the olden days using carbon CP CFCs. We don't use chlorofluorocarbons these days because they have modified the processes because we found out that they are not very healthy for the environment. So contain and then we also have containment and isolation. Containment and isolation, we try and contain and isolate the processes from where humans live or something like that. So usually you see those industrial companies, heavy chemical producing industrial companies located at secluded areas. We also have ventilation and scrubbing. We use different systems, sophisticated systems to try and reduce the pollution that we pollutants that we produce. Waste minimization and recycling strategies. Number one, we have reducing. So waste minimization starts with reducing the generation of waste at the source. This involves optimizing processes, using less material, and implementing efficient resource utilization strategies. Reuse. Number two, reuse. Reusing materials and products whenever possible reduces the need for new resources. This involves finding alternative uses for waste materials or extending the lifespan of products. So sometimes you see you buy some products and they will tell you that it is recyclable or something. So they are all very important and we should encourage that. Recycle Recycling involves transforming waste materials into new products, reducing the need for virgin materials and minimizing landfill waste. This requires sorting, processing and manufacturing of recyclable materials. continuous improvement and sustainability in chemical engineering. One, we have environmental management systems, EMS. Implementing EMS frameworks provides a structured approach to environmental performance improvement. This involves setting environmental goals, monitoring progress, and implementing corrective actions to minimize environmental impact. Life cycle assessment (LCA) is a tool for evaluating the environmental impacts of products and processes throughout their entire life cycle. This helps identify areas for improvement and promote sustainable product design and manufacture. Green chemistry. Green chemistry principles promote the design of safer and more sustainable chemical processes. This involves using less hazardous materials, reducing energy consumption, and minimizing waste generation. So these are all ways that we can sustain our environment. Training and education. We have various ways of also improving our environment and reducing pollution. Risk evaluation. So usually the industry consider evaluate their risk that are related to each of the processes that they have at hand. So we encourage them to they usually go in for low risk, and then so that they don't really have to put in any action or something like that. They don't have to do too much. But for high risk, they avoid high risk because it can transfer risk to another party. So we have some risk mitigation strategies. There are steps that are taken to reduce or eliminate the impact of identified risk. They are designed to minimize the likelihood or severity of a risk event. So number one, we have risk avoidance, avoiding it completely. In the case where you have high risk, going back to the previous slide, you have high risk, you should avoid it completely, and then make a risk reduction too. So you see that if you go for this one, there's this process, there's a higher risk, you go for the one that has a lower risk. And then risk transfer and then risk acceptance. Continuous monitoring and review is also a way that we can use to reduce our pollution. Since if you have regular reviews, employee feedback, and then data analysts doing their work, we will be able to track our pollution and then know whether we are using the right methods or there are better alternatives. Okay, so to the second part of our presentation, we have pollution control in chemical engineering. Chemical engineering plays a pivotal role in driving industrial progress, but it also prevents challenges in managing pollution and its impacts on the environment and human health. Understanding the sources and types of pollution as well as strategies for effective control are crucial for sustainable development. These are about sustainable development. Types of pollution have air pollution, water pollution, and then soil pollution. Source of pollution in chemical process. For air pollution, you have combustion of fossil fuels, emission of chemical reactors, emission from chemical reactors, and volatile organic compounds releases. Water pollution, you have discharge of wastewater containing heavy metals, organic chemicals, and salts from industrial processes. Soil pollution, you also have leakage of hazardous materials, improper disposal of chemical waste, and contamination from agricultural runoff as in use of fertilizers, overuse of fertilizers, and things like that. Impact of pollution on the environment and human health. Environmental impact and the use of human health impact. Importance of pollution control in chemical engineering. One, it protects the environment, public health, and sustainable development. As said earlier, strategies for effective pollution control, waste minimization, reducing the generation of waste by optimizing processes, reusing materials, and adopting cleaner production methods. Pollution prevention, implementing technologies and strategies to prevent the release of pollutants at the resource, such as using alternative raw materials and cleaner technologies that don't cause a lot of harm to the environment and to us humans. Pollution control technologies, utilizing equipment and processes to capture, treat, or dispose of pollutants, including scrubbers, filters, and wastewater treatment plants. Key takeaways: pollution control is a critical aspect of chemical engineering, ensuring the responsible and sustainable development of industries. By understanding the sources, types, and impacts of pollution, and implementing effective strategies for preventing and control, we can strive towards a cleaner, healthier, and a more sustainable future. Introduction to pollution control technologies. Pollution control technologies are essential for protecting our environment and public health. So we have various pollution control technologies which we are going to discuss into details. We have air pollution control, we have scrubbers and filters that we mentioned earlier. Scrubbers and filters are all used to try and reduce and minimize the release of pollutants into our environment. Soil pollution control, we have bioremediation, microorganisms of microorganisms, enhanced remediation, and then bioaugmentation, the rest. Okay, so we have diagrams of scrubbers and treatment plants. So some benefits of effective pollution control are improved air quality, protected water resources, healthy soil, sustainable development. Challenges in implementing pollution control measures. So some challenges that are faced by industries and then the government in trying to reduce pollution and then trying to make our environment safer. We have costs. Cost in using, it is quite expensive to use new technologies to try and minimize pollution, such as the scrubbers and the filters and what have you. These are technological limitations. Not all pollutants can be effectively removed by existing technologies, or at least technologies that are available for sale that we can purchase. Some pollutants are very persistent and require specialized or innovative solutions for their control. And in such cases, these kinds of pollutants get out of hand. Regulation and enforcement. So most of the work has to be done by the government because they have to regulate it and then make laws so that all the industries will follow. Case study. So you have a case study on a successful pollution control. This is based on Sheffield. So initially, the city of Sheffield, located in the heart of England, was once known for its heavy industries and high levels of air pollution. However, over the two past decades, this city has undertaken a comprehensive pollution control program. One, environmental concern. The city faced concerns about its air quality and the impact on residents' health. Two, economic growth. Pollution control measures aim to attract investment and maintain a thriving economy. Community engagements. Local communities actively participated in the program, contributing to its success. So the problem that they were having was high levels of particulate nature, elevated levels of particulate nature (PM 2.5 and PM 10) pose a health risk to residents. Whenever we have excessive amounts of pollutants, various pollutants in our environment, they pose threats to our to the health of we the residents. Increased respiratory illness. So they also recorded that respiratory illness increased within the time period when they were facing pollution problem. Environmental degradation. As said earlier, their air was very bad. Pollution control measures implemented. So one, the industries modernize themselves, including the transition to cleaner fuels and energy efficient technologies. Also two, promotion of public transportation, cycling infrastructure and electric vehicle adoption to reduce emissions from vehicles. So the people also agree to switch from most of them agree to switch from the normal fuel vehicles that we know to electric vehicles, which is now very common, EVs. And then urban greenery, they planted more plants to try and reduce pollution, and it actually did. So the key stakeholders that were involved, you have the local governments. I said earlier they are supposed to make policies and make sure that everybody obeys them. You have industries. Industries also collaborated to adopt to it because they are the basic ones, that are the ones that are actually causing the pollution. Then community groups advocated for cleaner air and participated in environmental initiatives such as planting the trees. Measurable results and benefits achieved. So over the years, they have improved their air, and then now they have a better air pollution. Now they've reduced the air pollution, then they also have improved healthcare since there's reduction in the increasing the spread of respiratory disease, and then enhanced environmental quality. Now they don't experience acid rain and healthy. They have a healthy ecosystem now. So this is the improvements, a visual improvements of it. So this was Sheffield before. The image on the left was Sheffield before, and then the one on the right is Sheffield now. Conclusion and lessons learned. Sheffield's pollution control program serves as a model for other cities facing similar challenges, which Accra is one of. It demonstrates the importance of collaborative approach, long-term commitment, and the potential for significant environmental and public health improvements. We have collaboration, innovation, commitment, and then educating ourselves. Emerging pollutants and challenges. The rise of industrialization, urbanization, and agricultural practices has led to the release of various emerging pollutants into the environment. These pollutants pose significant challenges to human health, ecosystems, and sustainable development. Alright, so the closing remarks. As we conclude this session, we want to encourage everyone out there to remember to keep the country clean. Since the people of Sheffield have done it and they were able to do it, we as Ghanaians can also do it. Thank you. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. Thank you.